How you doing today? So, heard on Fox News today. I was watching a video. There's 23 girls that went to the hospital to prepare with the Ouija board, and another 11 for another school got the same thing happened to them. I'm pretty sure they fainted or they just got shocked what they seen, or they were demon possessed, or they have like there's paranormal activity. There was poltergeist, and they like, like freaked out. Um, and what I'm gonna talk about today is the Ouija. Don't play around with it. If you're born again Christian, listen to the video right now. You're a teenage boy or girl. Don't do it. Don't get in this, okay? And don't get in charge of leader or other ones that your friends tell you, okay? Because if you do, you're actually opening the doors, to demons. So you actually saying like you're in your house, right? And you actually open the door to a stranger you don't even know, and probably could kill you, or open the window, and then they come in. You say, oh, you could come in, you freely, you come to my house, freely. You don't even know who they are, that's actually is happening. You're inviting demons into your life, okay? And that's what I did in my teenage years. I will contact the dead. It wasn't a dead, it was demons. And they were actually spoke back to me and they're telling me their names. And I won't tell you their names. But there's a lot of demons that have lots of names, okay? But don't do it, and when I did that, I actually attached demons in my life. They actually caused havoc in my life. They messed up my life, everything. I would actually hear them in my ear every night. When I want to sleep, I will hear the ugly voices, and I'll get sleep paralysis so bad that I'll get nosebleeds. Okay, so don't do it. You don't want to go that way. You don't want to go the route. Okay, if you find one of the Ouijas or the Ouija board from Intel, the little pretty ones, cut it up and throw it in pieces and throw it in a flyer. That's where it belongs, in the fire. Okay, it belongs in hell. So um, don't do this. Okay, because if you do, it's gonna mess up your life. Okay, it's gonna mess up your life. And if your friends entice you, because I know it's Halloween, and everything, they entice you to, or they say, oh, you're scared, to do this, walk away. It's better to walk away because we read in Second Corinthians, right there, read what is light and coming with darkness. Jesus taught us in Matthew chapter 5, you're the light of the world, a city in the hill. You don't put a thing under the bed. You don't put a candle under the bed and cover it, right? And then he says, let your light shine before men. You see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven, okay? And in other verses we read that we're the children of the light in the day, not the darkness of the night, okay? So don't play around with it. Don't play with the things of the darkness, okay? Don't play with things of the kingdom of darkness. That's where it comes from. It comes from Satan, okay, and his angels, okay? So that's what I leave you today to think about. Don't do it, don't do it, because if you do, you're gonna invite them to your life, okay? And they're gonna mess it up, okay? Like they messed up minds and others as well. So that's what I leave you today. God bless you.